Hey, what's going on, Benjamin? My name is Jack here with Rocketship SEO. Thanks for reaching out for our free site audit. And so here's that custom audit for you. Now, in this video analysis, what I want to do is I want to talk about exactly what's been working for you in terms of your SEO, provide some further insight as a search marketer, um, and then kind of show you what the potential of it, of doing SEO if we were to do together and what it would take for us to get there. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. The first thing I did was I actually pulled up your website here on a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a website and see kind of what's been working for you and what's not been working for you. And so right off the bat, what I can see is that you have a low UR to DR ratio, but you have a good amount of referring domains and backlinks. So let me explain that a little bit. So basically, a backlink or referring domain, and I have a feeling you do know this because it's a very hashed out website, and you had to have known some SEO to actually build this website out. But in case you didn't, let me explain that real quick. A referring domain and a backlink is basically any website out there that link back to your website by a hyperlink. So let's say that there is a blog out there that's called the vablog.com, and in a new blog post they mention you and they say, hey, if you're looking for any questions about disabled veterans, visit www.disabledveterans.org, and then if the person clicked on that link, it would take them back to your website. And so that's considered a backlink, and the referring domain would be the vablog.com that's referring that backlink back to your website. So Google tracks all these different backlinks that point back to your website and uses that information to kind of determine how authoritative your website is. Now, when I do a lot of these video analysis recordings, most of our clients technically actually don't know what backlinks are, and they don't even know that that's a very important part of Google's algorithm in determining how quickly you rank up and how high you rank up for all the keywords you want to rank for. And so these numbers tend to be virtually next to nothing. Now, the fact that you have referring domains and backlinks mean that this website is a very fleshed out one and is very developed, and that's why you're getting 6.3 thousand estimated traffic per month. Now the problem is right here, the UR and DR, because this basically kind of explains the quality of your backlinks. And so what I can do is if I scroll down here, can you see right here in this spot right here, the URL rating distribution, you can see that the majority of your backlinks, are 95% of your backlinks actually come from a URL rating distribution of 0 to 10. And so you know how I was talking about how Google tracks all these backlinks that point back to your website? The two things that are important about your backlinks, because not all backlinks are the same, are one, they have to be good quality websites with good good UR and DR on the website itself. And the next thing is they actually have to be niche relevant to the actual niche that you serve. Now the second part, the niche, doesn't necessarily have to happen. It could just be a very good website. Like if Google were to link back to your website, that would be a very powerful link, not necessarily have to do with your niche. But the fact that you have a lot of these low quality backlinks from the 0 to 10 at 95% means that a lot of them are just not very quality, and they're not going to help you move up in the rankings because they don't hold a lot of link juice, and they're virtually not as powerful, anywhere near as powerful as anything as soon as you get to 10, 20, and then way up higher. We can get you links from 40, 50, 60, 70, I think all the way up to like 60 and 70, maybe 70 and 80, but we can definitely increase like the value of your backlinks, and that's going to help build the authority on your website and help start ranking you for all the different keywords you want to rank for. So let's go over here to the keyword search, and let's kind of take a look at exactly what kind of keyword that you currently rank for. And so right off the bat, we can see that My Healthy Vet looks like you rank in the 7th position for that phrase. VA Travel Pay looks like you hold the 9th position. Diana Rubens hold the 3rd position. Veterans Affair TBI rating 1st position. Now the first concern I have is you should definitely be ranking for the phrase disabled veterans. So let's see if we can find that. So this one's pretty, VA hiring freeze. So basically your blog, your website is basically like information for VAs and disabled veterans and that kind of thing, and it's like a big HubSpot of information. And this is actually a really well fleshed out website, and it looks like you have content writers that are hashing out and banging out content frequently. And so it's just a very well fleshed out website. Now we just need to make sure that all the SEO elements are there. So VOC rehab, so it looks like that was actually one of the keywords that you were trying to target. You hold the 8th position, and that's actually gets 6,400 searches per month. So that is actually a great keyword to actually go after. Um, Individual unemployability. Looks like you have the 8th position. You marked up 53 positions for that, so that's great. Great work there. Now, this is actually an older article. You can see it's 2010. And let me explain here, this part in the sec here. But then, okay, yeah, here we go. Disabled veterans, 5,000 searches per month, which is a fantastic number of searches per month. And looks like you're holding the 11th spot right now. Now, that is definitely an issue because you actually have that domain, or that keyword in your domain name. There's no reason you should be at the top of Google for that phrase. So we need to make sure that your anchor text also highlight that. So disabled veterans, you're at about 21. We need more of these. Disabledveterans.org, naked URLs, like www.disabledveterans.org, something like this, and a little bit more of the anchor text of disabled veterans. That's going to help you get more credit for that phrase, disabled veterans. So I actually looked at this part right here in the past, and it looks like you've had some serious traffic in the past. In March, you got 57,000 unique visitors per month, and you had some big fluctuations here and there. And then starting right around May is when, early May is when it started really kind of dipping down. So let's say, and if, so your referring domains kind of started going up. Number of referring pages went up. So I'm not sure what happened. Maybe you changed hosting, or maybe you got rid of a bunch of links. I'm not too sure 100% why, but there's the fact that you were able to get this amount of traffic kind of tells us, Benjamin, that this kind of traffic is definitely and absolutely possible for your niche and your website. And it's just a matter of making sure all the SEO elements are there, because we know the traffic potential is out there. And now if you work with us, not only are you going to be able to figure out exactly what's wrong with and what we need to get there to get to where we were at before, but now you're going to come back even stronger, because now you're working with an SEO company that knows how to do SEO, and we can really start taking your business and your traffic to the next level. And so right off the bat, what I can see is this disabledveterans.org. There is nothing else besides the actual website name. So what you want to do is you want to highlight some of those keywords in your actual header. So this is one of our people that we've been working with. Do you see right here on their headers, or not their header, their page title? You can see actually it's Viking Gear MMA, BJJ Gi, and Jiu-Jitsu Gear Shop. So they've highlighted some of the keywords they want to go after. Yours just says disabledveterans.org. So we want to make sure we capture that, because Google gives a lot of credit for that page. And then what we need to do is we need to make sure that a lot of like on-page SEO stuff is there. And so what I mean by that is we want to be interlinking between your website. So do you see how all there's these related pages? Now this is going to take a lot of work for us to do. But what we need to do is basically we need to okay, so here's a link, interlinking between. But what we need to do is you have all these pages, and we need them to interlink to the correct blog post and things like that you have, because that's going to spread out your link power from the different links that you're getting, and it's going to get you a lot more credit, and the overall website it's going to boost up because everything is linked to one another, and the linking power is just going to increase that way. And then there's just some on-page SEO stuff we want to clean up. And then what I'll do is for your future posts, I don't know if you actually, I doubt that you actually write all these articles yourself. What I would do is I could teach you exactly what SEO things need to be in every single one of these articles, and then you can relay that information to your content writers so that you can make sure that they have this kind of thing on there. Okay, so you got some related pages. So you understand interlinking. So it definitely sounds like you know exactly what SEO works. It's just that I was looking at it a couple of pages, and some of them just didn't have some of those interlinks on there. And so that's kind of the thing that we need to do. Now, the next thing that I would highly recommend doing is what we want to do is we want to think about like the top 10 keywords we want to capture, right? The ones that have the best volume and low keyword difficulty. Now, KD is actually a measure that Ahrefs came up with. It's basically on a scale of 0 to 100, 100 being the hardest, 0 being the easiest to rank for. And so what we want to do is we want to go after like, kind of like low-hanging fruit that have low keyword difficulty and a decent amount of volume. And what we want to do is we want to start hashing out the content that specifically targets that keyword. So let me go back to your organic search and show you exactly what kind of keywords rank for what page, right? And so what I mean by building out the keywords for that specific keyword is exactly what you see right now in terms of how you're ranking right now. So do you see how for the keyword My Healthy Vet, it's actually not the home page that you rank for. So you rank on the 7th position, but it's actually this back page, this inner page of this website. And so when someone types in My Healthy Vet into Google, the page that actually shows up on the 7th ranking of Google right now is actually this page. It's VA misleading veterans about My Health Vet medical records. So you can see why you're ranking for this is because you have the phrase My Health Vet. Now it's spelled a little bit different, but they're still giving you credit for it. And you have it in your URL, VA misleading veterans health vet medical records. So you have the phrase healthy vet right there, healthy vet, and you've got well, you don't have the my, but what I'm saying is basically Google is giving you a lot of credit because of the fact that your page is very hashed out for that keyword. Check out this keyword VA travel pay. VA makes changes beneficiary travel pay. So you got VA travel pay in that keyword of that blog post. So Diana Rubens, you've got Diana Rubens right there. Veterans Affairs TBI rating, VA screen TBI, right? M21 1MR, M21-1MR. So you can see the reason why you're ranking in these individual pages is because you built out a page specifically targeting these keywords, right? Now, what I would do is if we were going after like a larger keyword, the ones that have like let's see, like 2,500 searches per month, like vocational rehabilitation, the kind of thing that we really want to rank for, we wouldn't make a simple post like this. We would get your content writer to hash out a much better article and spend a little bit more time. Maybe you have to spend a little bit more money, but that's okay because in the long run, that's where your bread and butter is going to be. This is where you're going. That page right here would be the one that's bringing in a lot of the traffic, and then from there they can visit the rest of your website and just kind of learn more about exactly what you do. But that's the kind of strategy that we would implement, and it's worked fantastically well for our previous clients. It's working right now for you right now. As you can clearly see, the pages that are ranking right now are the ones that specifically target the keyword, right? And so that's what we do. Like, so there's one MMA gear. MMA, what is BJJ? I think there. Okay, so this page actually ranks at the top of. I think it's like between the 1 to either the first, second, third, or fourth positions for the phrase jiu-jitsu. And so check out this page. It's just content, awesome images, content, some history of some public figures, more content. More information, more pages, and some more YouTube videos, and just a very fleshed out article, very fleshed out page. And this is the page that ranks at the top of Google for the phrase jiu-jitsu. And I'm telling you right now, jiu-jitsu gets like 17,000, 18,000 searches per month. So that is their bread and butter. Oh no, whoa, nah, I'm even off there. 80,000 searches per month. And so you can see exactly by targeting the kind of specific keywords, and what we do is hash out the content specifically for that keyword and build out an inner page for that, have a really good content on there, and start throwing some links at those inner pages as well, and it's really going to help you in ranking all those different keywords you want to rank for. Now this video is a lot longer than I meant for it to be, but I just wanted to give you a lot more information because it doesn't seem like you're just a newbie at this. At the very least, I hope you got some insight out of this. A lot of other things that I can talk to you about, but I'm very interested in working with you in this because this is a fleshed out website, and it's for us. as SEO marketers, it's a lot easier for us to take a website that's already been built out, have some SEO factors, and then implement all the extra knowledge and everything else that we know, and really take it to the next level. Then work with a person that just started a new website, that are just trying to get their feet wet and all that stuff. It's just a lot harder to rank those kinds of things. And so I'm very interested in working with you here in this project, Benjamin. It's just a matter of getting the conversation going, getting the ball rolling, asking a couple questions about like what you're looking to do with the website. If you've worked with SEO people in the past, what your time frame is, what your goal is, and things like that, what your budget is, and put a plan of attack together, and then go ahead and get started immediately and get going on this. We can even hash out the content for you because we have in-house content writers. I just don't know how quality they are. We could always like do a draft and then send it over to your way, and you can look over it, make any changes you need to, and then send it back to us. We'll make sure all the SEO factors are on there, and then upload it and get that going as well. So lots of options, lots of different things. I hope you're actually collecting emails on your list as well, or on your website as well, because that is also a fantastic way to control your traffic. So you're not just basing most of your traffic and most of your business from Google organic searches, and instead you're actually capturing it from your own list that you're building up. This right here is decent. I would make it more either pop out or at the top. Give them like an offer, like if they sign up with the newsletter for you, they get this free ebook, something like that, and then you're going to be able to control your list. And there's a lot of power and a lot of money to be made in being able to control the traffic that comes to your website as well. Definitely another strategy we can talk about it as well. Like I said, a lot of options. Look forward to talking to you soon. Hope you have a great rest of your day and week, and take care. Thanks.